guys, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 8. So today is the big presentation day. I got on a nice sweater, more business casual, instead of just like a hoodie and sweatpants. We're going for a nicer look because I feel like with business, especially, professionalism is a mark they take into consideration when you're giving presentations. I believe it's part of the rubric. But anyways, so it is currently 11 a.m. and I can gladly say that I edited, uploaded, and scheduled my Vlogmas video for today. So that means what happened yesterday will not be happening again. We're in the clear. We're good. Because I'm going to be at school until roughly like 5:30, but then it takes me like an hour to get back home. So I probably get home at like 6:30, closer to 7. So I just needed to get it out of the way and done, which is great. Now, since it's only 11, I still have like 4 hours until I need to leave. So I've turned on my computer and I am starting work on my sociology essay because I need to get it done. But I am also writing up a cue card for the presentation just in case. I will be practicing as well this morning before I leave, but just in case, so it's not a disaster and I'm not like during the presentation, you know what I mean? And in other news, today is my last day of winter term before the exam period because tomorrow follows a Monday schedule, even though it's Friday, and my Monday classes said that they don't want the lecture time, so I don't have to go tomorrow, which is great. Which also means that tomorrow is a full day of sociology essay because it's due tomorrow. So I have the full day, but I want to get it done so that tomorrow can be like an editing day, and like a chill day, and also a decorate the Christmas tree day because we still have not done that, and I doubt we're doing it tonight. But anyways, let's get into the grind yet again. Alright, we are now heading to the bus stop for our presentation. I feel pretty ready. I just have my cue card for the conclusion because I kept messing up and I kept like forgetting things, but I think it will be good, and my alternatives, I'm solid. So it is snowing outside, it's cold, so I'm happy I don't have to go tomorrow because tomorrow's probably gonna be really bad for snow and cold and things. But it's also 3 p.m. when school's getting out, so we'll see how the buses are. We did the presentation and we were so good. I have so much to update you guys on, so much to say about my journey here. But the presentation I think went really good. Luckily, I was freezing. I was freezing cold while taking it, so I didn't get too like hot and flush. Like normally my face gets so red whenever I present, but because I was cold, it was fine. Anyways, I'm heading to the bus stop now, going home, and then I will explain everything. So we have a lot to discuss. We have a lot to talk about. This might be a long final clip. But, okay. First off, presentation went... My part went well. But... Yeah, I'm just not going to go into it. But I think for the most part we did good. And we all listened to dressing up somewhat business casual nice, so that we weren't just wearing hoodie and sweats, and that our professionalism mark can just go up a little bit. But getting to school was a whole fiasco, and there's a lot I need to talk about. So first off, I take 2 buses to get to Carleton. And normally they're pretty reliable, and I have like an app on my phone that has the GPS tracking of the buses. You guys know these apps probably. Anyways, so my app tells me that my first bus is coming in like 6 minutes. So I'm like, okay, cool, I can leave now. And I go to the bus stop, wait for it, doesn't show up. 20 minutes later, 25 minutes later, 30 minutes later, it finally shows up, and I've been standing out in the cold for 30 minutes. It's like, I think it's like -18 today or something like that, Celsius. I don't know, Fahrenheit. I'm not American. But, so I am like cold to the bone at this point, okay? Because I don't really wear gloves. Like, I put my hands in my pocket and I just have a jacket on. Anyways, I get on that bus, whatever. We make it to the bus station where I take my second bus to get to Carlton. And I look at the board because at all these at centralized bus stations, they have these boards which also have the GPS tracking or when the bus is scheduled to come. And I look at it and I see that my bus is scheduled to come in 32 minutes, which to me is so weird because normally the bus I take comes every 10 minutes, like even at nighttime. Even though this is like 4 p.m., like it should be coming at the 10-minute intervals. Anyways, I look at the board, 32 minutes. I'm like, I don't have 32 minutes because my presentation is in 35 minutes. So I'm like panicking. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be late to my presentation. This is going to look so bad for me. My group is going to be mad at me because I would be mad if one of my group members showed up. So it makes sense. And I was just like freaking out. And then I'm like, you know what? My mom's home. I'm going to text her to come get me from this bus station and take me to Carlton, which could have all been avoided if I just asked her to take me originally and I wouldn't have had to stand outside for 30 minutes waiting for the first bus. But anyways, so I text my mom. So then she's like, okay, I'll come get you. Cutting it close, but we'll get you there, okay? And I was like, okay. So I'm still standing and the bus station is at like an upper level compared to, there's a shopping center down below, but the bus is at an upper level and it has glass. Bus shelters are all glass. And if you look out the backside of it, you can see the shopping center and the parking lot down below. So I'm facing that way, looking, waiting to see my mom turn into the shopping center. I'm just watching, watching the cars drive by, watching the people walk with their stuff to their cars. And all of a sudden, I see a man running with his arms full of clothes, and he's holding a mini suitcase, a mini Hello Kitty suitcase. Okay, his arm full of clothes, holding a mini Hello Kitty suitcase, has another bag over his shoulders, and he's running like someone's chasing him. He's not just like running like, oh, it's cold, I better get to my car quick. He's like running like somebody's chasing him. So this makes me focus on him, and I'm like, what is he running from? Then I see a car speed around the corner, honk at him, almost hit him, doesn't hit him. He keeps running, jumps over like the curved sidewalk thing because there's a little sidewalk path. The car is still coming after him. He tries to run. The car like blocks him. So then he runs around the back. The car is like trying to back up, but it's not fast enough. He runs around the back of the car, through the bus shelter or the bus station doors, up the stairs to where I am, and there's like 2 other people there or something. Like I saw him run into the bus shelter, and as soon as I saw that, I literally turned and sat down and act like I did not just see that, because in my head I was like, he's coming up here, his adrenaline is super high, his heart rate is super high. If he has something like a knife or a gun, I know it's Canada, but people can still get guns here. It's illegal guns, but still. So I was like, if he has something, and if he knows that I just witnessed what just happened, like he could take it out on me, like I don't know. So I just pretended like I didn't know anything. I pulled out my phone and I was just acting like I was texting and trying to figure out how I can now walk past him and go down the stairs without looking suspicious or like looking like I'm like I know what he just did. So I just sit there for a few minutes and I'm like, okay, my mom will probably be here in like 5 minutes. I'm just gonna act casual. And my plan was, if I had to walk past him, to just pretend to answer a phone call and pretend like to be looking for someone. That was my plan if I had to walk past him, because he was between me and the stairs. Anyways, before my mom gets there, a bus comes and he obviously gets on the bus. Getaway bus. What do you know? But yeah, so I'm guessing the security guard did not want to chase him up here because it would have just caused a bigger scene. And I guess, like, yeah, he had a lot of clothes, but I think he was stealing out of necessity, honestly, because I don't know why you would steal clothes if you're not stealing for necessity. Like, if he was stealing electronics and stuff like that, like, I would get, like, chasing after him and, like, whatever. But yeah, so that was crazy. Once he got on the bus and left, I went down the stairs, and then my mom got me, and we just made it like 5 minutes before my presentation. So cutting it close, but like, wow, that was a lot of excitement, I guess. And if I was just waiting for my regular bus, I wouldn't have been watching down below, and I wouldn't have seen that, and I would have just saw the guy with all the clothes and the stuffing them into a suitcase once he came in here and not think anything of it. But that is crazy. And that shopping center is known for having a lot of like theft, but I have never seen it ever, and I've been there so many times. So I just thought it was crazy. And like, whoa, way to bring an interesting little story to my day. But anyways, that was a long story. Whoops. Now I guess it is time for Advent, and to end off this video, because I still need to work on my sociology essay, so I'm going to finish this and then get in bed and just type it out. Today's day is in the second drawer. The second drawer is thicker as well, so could get some interesting stuff here. But here it is right here. So here is the box. Nice polka dots. I like it. I like it. We're not going to read this till after. What did we get? Oh, a Shea shower cream. Honestly, I like the Shea stuff as long as it's not body butter. I was just reading what it says in here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but right up here it says, don't break the cycle, comma, recycle. So, but yeah, it smells like how I thought it would smell. Smells good. And I like the Shea shower cream. I just don't like the Shea body butter. I don't know why. It's not for me, I guess. But this, I like it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my story time and Advent. And I will see you all again tomorrow for day 8 of Vlogmas. And the last official day of term. That's crazy. Anyways, I will see you all then. Goodbye.